You're back again.
Indeed, with the second semi-finals of the champion of the Fortress 1
Yeah,
tournament,
yeah, yeah.
Eagle06 versus SymmeTric. So, do you have any predictions for this match?
I have predictions, I have feelings, but I'm not
Okay,
gonna share.
okay. And I suppose the same applies to Eagle.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably a bit awkward to
Let's
reflect on your own
yeah,
game. Yeah.
let's say save the best for last.
All right. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious to see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start.
Yeah. Prepare for a
Prepare for what?
long game.
And of course, the first move. I mean, the first victim.
Mm-hmm.
You find your favorite piece.
I'm curious, Eagle, how did you went into this game? With what kind of feeling?
Well, I prepared a lot for this game, analyzing your
Mm-hmm.
styles,
Oh my.
and making my usual statistics about what you like at which place and
Mm-hmm.
what decision you take. So, for example, that I think it was 80% of the time you had this scout at B7, so the
Mm-hmm.
sergeant was there exactly for that purpose. Uh,
Ouch, that just hurts my feelings. But nice, yeah. Well, I did exactly the opposite. I
you did
watched
the
your
same.
game, the first moves, I think, and then I was ready for this game.
It's a difference in approach, at least. Let's see what it amounts to.
Yeah,
I think
none of us wanted to take any risk, I think.
No, that was the problem in this whole game. Also, my setup was very, very passive, so
Yeah.
I felt I couldn't move at some point.
Okay, so that miner was very annoying, actually.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
And
I'm
that
sure you
plant
also.
was very annoying as well.
Yeah. She does those things, the annoying pieces.
Mm,
Yeah, I was wondering if the miner is your favorite piece. Like, I saw that you
absolutely.
often had these miners, early miners. So
Uh-huh. Maybe I don't like miners. Maybe I just want them to die.
Ah, it's the same with the scouts from last game.
Or the challenge. The
Yeah,
five miners
yeah,
in the
yeah.
front row. Yeah.
One on Discord,
Mm-hmm.
Nikolakos.
yeah, luckily I managed to take the captain back. Otherwise, it would have been quite difficult. Like, I have a major known, another one gone to a bomb. So
Mm.
annoying again.
Yeah.
So imagine this captain.
Okay, so at this point, here for this move, I expected the piece at J7 to be at least a major. From the way you played, like I wasn't expecting you to sacrifice a lieutenant like this.
Mm.
So for me, it was obvious to hit this, and from that point on, I was considering it to be a good piece. So yeah, it has been a guess. We'll see if
Uh-huh.
it worked or not.
I'm not really sure what I was thinking here. I think I just waited for you to move, and you waited for me to. Yeah. Ah.
The awesome sword is striking again.
Mhm. Also, I'm thinking what my setup was again. Got to-
I don't know. We'll find out the mess.
Yeah.
say at this point the main problem I had was to remember if e9 had moved or not.
Yeah.
And well, I
I knew
think
you
I lost.
major, but I'm not sure if I knew it at this point.
So it's revealed, but
Yeah.
it's lost somewhere in the
But he
memory.
also put effort in
The shuffling,
shuffling.
the carousel, right?
I actually also forgot the lieutenant at if f9 now.
Oh, well.
Mhm.
In my mind, you just remembered everything. It's different to see your own setup from
Yeah, from
an
the other.
unrevealed
Yeah.
perspective and from the other side.
Mhm. Yeah, so imagine that you are playing red,
Mm-hmm.
and this is the pieces you know from blue.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any idea on
No,
where
not
inter?
at
Yeah,
all.
me neither. But if
But
you
if
have,
you're playing yourself, you think,
yeah,
oh, this
oh,
is
this
very
is yeah, exactly.
obvious.
Yeah. Mhm. Well, I'm
At
curious
that
about the
point,
piece on I7 that Eagle thought was a major or better, if he was right or not.
Now you can look with his captain. I
Oh.
wouldn't complain.
at that point, my goal is also thinking, okay, I know two lieutenants. Well, I forgot one. So my sergeant is quite useful. I think it gains
Uh-huh.
power. But since I forgot this lieutenant at f9, I didn't want
Yeah.
to risk to lose it
Yeah.
to a known lieutenant,
Yeah.
and that you think, okay, he forgot my pieces. So I didn't
Uh-huh.
want you to know I forgot.
And I forgot your major, and I didn't want you to think I forgot your major. Yeah.
So is this going to be another of your draws?
I cannot say anything, but at some point I wanted to offer it all.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all this time I'm taking to think, okay, what shall I do? So to make
Also
something.
the
So here
major.
I'm thinking, okay, let's try.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yeah. And my major was moving there with, yeah,
Mhm.
the intention of uh, A10 being a big piece, but
Mhm. Mhm.
at this point how do you say it? My major wasn't in my, he was dead for me.
It's a piece that you,
Put it
yeah,
off.
yeah, exactly. You had rid of it.
So my problem here is also I'm thinking, okay, would you really put your major in this annoying situation if it's not protected? So for
Yeah.
me, either B9 or A10 actually is a good piece, so Gen or Marsh.
Mhm.
So I'm making the pressure consequently, and that's why now I'm moving on the other side. And as stated now, I'm thinking, okay, the good piece, the major or the colonel or whatever it is I knew from before, I will just be guessing that it is a good one to make the pressure with
Mhm.
this captain.
Yeah. And I was thinking I cannot reveal any high pieces
Because you're major.
before I have a plan, because otherwise my
Mhm.
major is dead for nothing. And
Yeah. Mhm.
yeah, I was still figuring out how to
Yeah.
put pressure.
I actually like the fact that you just put the sergeant here
Yeah.
and you don't hit, because if you end up hitting a sergeant here, you are basically helping the opponent. If you hit a minor, a scout, or a sergeant, and the big piece ends up being here, the major just moves and says, "Well, hey, thanks for helping me."
Mm.
So I
Yeah,
also think
exactly.
this is a good play. Yeah. I think a lot of players would just scout this.
And the pressure was very
High,
annoying.
yeah. I imagine so.
So it was annoying because you had a very good defense. But these two bombs were quite helpful. So I was thinking, I knew you wanted it to be unpredictable. Okay, that was
Mm.
annoying. So would you really have put two bombs and the marshal like this just to
Mm.
be annoying?
Oh,
And
it's the
actually,
mind games.
yeah, it
All
was
those mind games.
definitely possible. But at
But
least
did
now
you
yeah.
did you consider a bomb to be on D7 at any point?
Um, yeah, I think it will be later on that I considered it. I hesitated between spy and the bomb.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, that's the risk of putting many bombs at the same place. That at some point the player thinks, oh, that's bombs.
Right.
I cannot move through, and then those bombs have no function anymore. And then,
Except for blocking yourself.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, and now I was quite happy because I was making pressure on the two sides,
Yeah.
and with I mean colonels, but marshals in general were still around the middle, so
Yeah.
I could still be around there. So here you will see that I forgot this lieutenant too.
Mm.
Yeah, so I thought, okay, this colonel I didn't see it coming. Um, and that was annoying because I think, yeah, I was down a major, the captain down a lieutenant, and the sergeant. So yeah, quite difficult position here. But at least I had the position. So
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah, for me the position was very awkward. Everything
Yeah.
cramped in the middle.
But for you as blue, this is also it's getting to this point where it's going to be very difficult to defend with the two known majors, the known Golo, and red still has three captains that you don't know, and
Exactly.
they are going to get pieces or get info. Oh, okay, well, that's a welcome thing. So you're bluffing a lieutenant, a known lieutenant as a spy.
Even he just.
Okay.
I probably forgot he knew a lieutenant.
So the question is, what's going to happen now?
Yeah, not really much.
The
yeah. So
general
now you're
somewhere
moving
still?
this piece from the back row, and I'm thinking, okay, why would she come with a minor like so obviously? So it can't be a minor, but I don't see what you would put with this bomb structure like this.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it's annoying. And I see that you're moving this major, and this is why now I'm considering D7 to be a spy.
Yeah. Yeah, I had just such an awkward position. I wanted my general to move out, but it had to go from, I think, I'm not sure anymore, D9 or something.
Somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere there. And I just had to move everything.
I'm guessing that is
I'm
general that's
thinking,
moving.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's safe, of course.
But even here, it's one captain, the
Hmm.
difference.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
setup just so awkward. I had no plan, and it was just.
Yeah, but even for red, it's still difficult to achieve much.
Yeah, but it's the perspective thing. Now I
Yeah.
see them, but
Right.
when I played, I just thought, oh my god, this is
Yeah, right.
losing.
Right. So
so at
red is
this
offering
point
an
I had
exchange
the
on that.
major, which I had
Mm.
to save, so I was forced to do this.
Yeah, I already felt that it was a major.
So now the goal was to come all the way with this colonel, losing the pressure on that side.
Mm.
And yeah, difficult position with a difficult choice with the captain. Like if you move this piece, the major can escape, make the pressure on the captain. So yeah, let's say that things are not going how I want.
So here I imagine that you as blue will give him some fake marshals on the right side if he advances his color, that is.
Mm-hmm.
But really, for red, this is difficult to advance.
didn't feel that way. And yeah.
Exactly. So here I have a try, so, and
Mm-hmm.
I find it. So
Mhm. That makes
things
a bit.
goes easier now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Interesting. So a few moves ago, you had the opportunity to exchange the colos, which you didn't do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you move the colo forward. Is there any
Yeah,
reason why
because
you
now,
didn't feel like exchanging this? Or is it something you
because
missed in the game?
I mean, I know the major, I know the
Yeah.
colo, I know the marshals, so now I can easily attack on the left side. And
Okay.
if she
Mhm.
wants to trade, well, she loses two moves, so that's fine for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And she can't escape with the colonel. Like if she does it, I can enter with my colonel into her fields
Mhm.
and take
All
at
right.
least one move to pieces. So yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And also, I think I'm distracting a bit the marshal here. So
Right.
Yeah, there's just no way for me to advance this.
Well, it seems that it's totally up to red. Yeah, this is pretty good for red. Getting rid of that major that's blocking the entire center.
yeah, at this point for me, it's okay to trade anything.
Mhm. Mm.
I think you were looking for the spy here.
Yep.
Mhm. Fake spy being pushed forward
Mm-hmm.
again.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's annoying.
okay.
No spy.
No sergeant either.
No sergeant. I wish it was.
Mhm. I bet.
And here I have a choice to make. So I decide to go for A10 just to
Mm-hmm.
see what happens.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, I think going for A10 is the better approach. I think it's decent chances that you'll be able to trade miners or yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So here I knew 4 bombs, so I'm thinking, okay, I
Yeah.
can afford losing a captain,
Mm-hmm.
and I just have to organize my defense well.
Mm-hmm.
So okay.
That goes to spy.
And the problem here is that uh, I don't have the advantage like to counter this miner, so I'm forced to come with my colonel back. And
Mm-hmm.
luckily, it's well, I don't know, I don't remember if it was a miner in the end, but at least it's comfortable for me.
I'm not
So
sure either. I think so. Yeah, 4 bombs. So.
Mhm.
and
And also
yeah,
the last lieutenant
I
as well.
still forgot that lieutenant. So and I didn't want to lotto this piece at what was it, C9. So yeah,
Mm. Yeah.
Nope, not happening.
I think I should
So
have.
at least the flag is open, so that's a good news,
Uh-huh.
especially due to the time. And now, yeah, the scout is coming.
So should be the next one. Yeah.
Yes.
So that means there's only one left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
He wants to find them all.
I thought it was the goal in Stratego find the bombs, not the flag.
Attack and capture the bombs. If it goes to a tie break, that might be a good strategy.
Interesting,
Attack and
yeah.
capture the bombs.
See, the rules are still not clear.
Okay.
It's the
Awesome.
Nope.
So that's gonna be no,
And
not okay.
so a third row flag, that was impressive. So
Uh-huh.
So C9 or G9?
because I was thinking on a my first guess would be G9. On the other hand, I'm thinking, okay, well, you had all these bombs just to think maybe to bluff. It's a weak side, so let's go for the C9 first. And this is
Super
perfect.
turn. Super turn. Yeah. So, any predictions about the flag?
It's not there. It's moving. It's on B5.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And this, oh wow, the spike takes it.
Yeah.
Mhm. So that's the first game.
I don't want to say anything about
Is
it.
there anything that, yeah, from your side, Eagle, that you would like to share or say about this game?
Um, I mean, it was a quite long game. I think it was
Yeah.
800 moves or something.
Mm-hmm.
And uh, yeah, I think you got unlucky actually with these four bombs. Like I don't know what was the goal. Like if you were expecting me to lotto at a certain point. Well, it worked with the major actually.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but
Yeah.
yeah, the thing I was the most worried about once marshals were traded and so on was to get a draw because I think I had a clear power of both position, info, and the number of pieces. But with this colonel, you could still make the game getting slow and yeah, get a draw on this. So.
Yeah. That was my goal at some point in this game, but the setup was annoying. I didn't have a good game plan for it, so that also doesn't help. I think if you play something like this, and you have to have an early plan, otherwise you just get trapped in your own half of the board, and that was what happened. I think with the Colo, I should have moved out at some point, maybe
Mhm.
do something, auto something or something. But,
Yes, hindsight is so easy.
yeah, maybe I just yeah, I wasn't. I didn't want to win per se. I wanted maybe a draw was also okay for me to start off three.
Yeah.
I guess that was the mistake.
Mhm. Right.
So,
So I guess we
Yeah.
are moving to the next game.
Yes.
For the, all right.
But we take.
Just 1 minute.
Yeah.
That'll
Okay.
do.
We will be back. We're back again.
Indeed. But the second match between Eagle and yourself.
Yes.
You playing as red this time?
I'm curious, Eagle. What was your plan for this game? Because you are a point ahead.
uh, yeah. So actually, it was the game. I think I was the how to say. I was less prepared than the
Hmm.
first one because I was thinking, okay, now you have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
So um, I'm expecting you to be a bit more aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but okay, so what does it mean? So, what should I do as a setup to counter aggressive? And like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, what does it mean to you to be aggressive actually? So, since we never played before this, I
Yeah.
actually no idea what to expect.
Yeah.
So, I was more on a confused side, I would say.
Yeah.
And what
Yeah.
about you?
Yeah, I understand that. I was feeling like I have to do something now, and um, yeah, I'm not really sure
Mhm.
uh, what. I decided I want to play aggressive, but I don't want to go all in yet. So I made a setup a bit in between, I think. Um, but I was also expecting you to expect me to be aggressive.
It's
So
the mind games in
yeah,
the best of X series.
it's an interesting dynamics. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let's
Well,
just play
yeah,
and see.
exactly. Pieces are moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
You're
exactly. So
capturing.
here I say, okay, you wanna be aggressive, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And here you keep going, you enter, and it's like, okay, it's gonna be a hard game.
It's
So
on.
also to make a small spoiler, like my major was not protected by anything,
Mm-hmm.
so it was a very difficult position.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Sergeant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the
Yeah, it's
sergeant
interesting.
always works in the first row.
If you play aggressive, it's also picking a side and being lucky that you can push on that side
Mhm.
actually.
Yeah,
So I was lucky that your major was there unprotected.
exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, things
Yeah.
were absolutely not going well. Like I was down how many
Yeah, and
pieces?
this was very nice finding your general like this,
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
also
But
a minor.
it does also mean that that the major was protected in the end, but not by the right piece.
yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is
Uh,
quite nice for a vet.
I really like
And you can
this.
see, like, I'm down 6 pieces and you only lost 3, so it's already
Uh-huh.
not good.
Mhm. Yeah, and it also seems that you were forced to exchange the general, because otherwise that captain goes in.
Yeah,
Yeah, so this is also
and
very nice, not at all.
I was
Mhm.
also annoyed that you scouted that major because I was thinking if I go straight forward, maybe he will believe in a bluff and I can at least
Yeah.
take a captain, but I can't even do this.
So you're afraid of the J2 piece? Okay, rightfully
Yeah,
so apparently.
yeah, because the previous game she had a colonel there, so I said, okay,
Ah.
let's suppose we did the
Mhm.
same.
You're thinking things through too much.
And yeah, you are making a very good pressure on my left, on your right, and
Hmm.
uh yeah, I'm not. I think I'm not a very good defensive player, so that's the correct way to counter me.
Hmm.
So defensive formation for blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I have to find a way to escape
Uh-huh.
the major, or at least protect it,
That's
of
the
course,
minor. Yeah.
as usual.
Uh-huh.
And here you enter again. So luckily I get a lieutenant.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are very aggressive, and like I couldn't try to, like I was under pressure 100% of the time. So
I was said I did it with a lieutenant. But yeah, hindsight of course.
But yeah, if he hits with sergeant, then you're happy.
Yeah, but I just had to make a bit more pressure.
and I think around this time I realized that I'm down a major, but up a captain,
Mm.
and so it's still playable. Like
And I thought for some reason I was down a lieutenant all the time. And that confused me at some point, but
Well, there's no binary this time.
Yeah, no, luckily.
Yeah.
sometimes they are back row, sometimes.
Doesn't happen every day, does it?
Yeah, that was a
And of
great
course,
point.
that's annoying, but at least I get this minor.
Yeah, but yeah, this is quite problematic for you.
Yeah.
Depending on where the other pieces are for red, of course.
Yeah, not there.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, but that
I,
doesn't
I was
count.
expecting the marshal actually to come in the middle.
I,
Not risking like this.
I felt that E9 was a Golo, and I wanted you to hit my marshal with your Golo. but I didn't expect F9 to move. So that's why I played it like this. But
So at this point, I'm
Nature's
thinking,
gonna get
okay,
in some
my
trouble.
my major is not well positioned, and
Mhm.
if the general is also on that side, that's gonna be very, very, very problematic. But from your setup, like now there are all pieces, I'm thinking, okay, all the good ones were more or less on your right, so it should be on the right also. And here I'm thinking, okay, I'm my major.
Mhm.
yeah,
And I'm thinking, okay, this is the general coming. I don't know.
The general's already gone. I think you mean the second cola.
Sorry, the second
Yeah.
colonel coming. Yeah.
So for you, it's just trying to survive at this point. You want to lose a captain or a major. Yeah. So your lieutenant gets exposed. What's gonna happen to it? Okay.
On the other hand, I found it wired. Like this piece moving at G3 now is strange because you didn't make the pressure on the major. Like you could have taken it if there were two colonels, and you didn't. So, and I think here you forgot that D7 moved.
yeah.
Yeah, it's probably a spy or something, but yeah.
A sergeant, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, it was unfortunate that I forgot. I felt it moved, but I wasn't sure enough. So I.
And it's also a big risk for
Yeah.
most likely very small reward in the end.
Yeah.
But still, you got major and lieutenant.
Yeah, but
You were thinking.
I was thinking I was down a lieutenant. Otherwise, I just have. I
Yeah,
should
at
have
this point,
traded pieces.
I'm happy with a draw, so I'm gonna play for the draw.
Yeah. I imagine so in this case.
And I thought I have to make something work, but I have to get at least a lieutenant back.
So the
And
fact
I'm
that you
still
read the
thinking
graveyard wrong didn't help you?
No.
I don't know.
my main problem here is also, is this one moving actually the major or not? Because I can't really afford moving my captain, and I would really like to trade my captains, but yeah. And yeah, like you can make a lot of pressure and bluff with the majors, which would cost me to lose the captain. So I'm trying to shuffle a bit, I think, at a certain point, to yeah, so that maybe you switch major and captain.
Yeah,
But I
that
think it
always
didn't
works with
work.
me. Sure.
I also think this is an important moment in the game. This piece is evading you.
Yeah.
And I think going to f7 is much more problematic for blue because it keeps the captain boxed in. And well, okay, this piece moved, but apparently you forgot about that. But now he's going to be able to chase you away with the major. Otherwise, that's not happening.
Yeah, right.
And I'm still thinking, why aren't you like pushing, bringing other pieces? So I'm thinking maybe uh like there is an open flag or something, or piece is not well positioned, so that there is something to do. So I think in some time I'm thinking, okay, shall I try to go, I don't know, with a scout or something, to see whether I can find the second major. And but I think we still had at least 30 minutes to play, and yeah, I was looking also at the time for an actual draw. So yeah, why not waiting until 20 or 15 minutes left?
Yeah, and I was thinking how to, well, I say how to get a lieutenant back and how to advance this, and I didn't want my second major revealed yet. Yeah, I didn't have a plan at this point.
Yeah, that's not the most interesting part of the game, I would say.
No.
And for those who are spectating, it lasted at least 10 or 15 minutes.
Yes.
Sounds really exciting. So I also imagine that in this scenario that you have to play a draw, right?
Yeah,
The
but
opponent had offered one right now.
I would definitely accept it.
Yeah.
Even if it's like game, and that if she plays aggressive again, I might lose, and then there is a fourth game. So
We can talk about the weather today. Maybe I almost.
It looks pretty sunny from here
Yeah.
in the Netherlands.
Mhm.
Sunny weather.
We can promise that the next game is different.
It's really you
right.
forgot the piece in D7.
Yeah,
Small things.
I think I lose minus to that piece.
It's with the sergeant though.
Yes, I think it was.
So if you knew that you were able to take a different approach, or
Yeah, I would trade it the pieces, I think.
right, and try to exploit the advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, at
So
this point
for
I'm
you, the
also
fact
thinking,
that
like,
what?
okay, there is at least one bomb between A4 and C4. So wow, I know two bombs, maybe three. It's not enough to afford lottoing. So, and as long as you don't attack, I don't have to lotto, so I can still try to go.
Mhm. So for you, the fact that you misread the graveyard
Yeah,
was problematic. Right. Yeah.
And it's not like in live where people like can just throw the pieces in a special order that no one
No,
understands.
no, it's just stupid.
Yeah.
Thank you, Eagle.
I mean,
Yeah.
it also happens to me, but
Well, it was in my mind, and then it just. Yeah, I know that. If you have it in your mind,
Right.
it's there, and then you
Yeah.
don't
Eventually,
think
yeah,
anymore.
you kind of become blind to
Yeah.
it. Tunnel vision, that kind of stuff.
I'm also not sure if it is in this game or in the previous one. That's at a certain point, you took a very long time to think, and I was like, "Am I lagging?" So I wrote in the chat, "Test, am I lagging?" And you said, "No, no, it's my brain."
Yeah.
It was
Exactly.
terrific.
I think it was in the third game
It wasn't in the
because
game. Okay.
I had a plan at that point and I had to think what to do next now. I don't know. This game. I was just not sure what. Oh yeah, now you scout my major. Yeah, that was sad.
So I think now was was enough time left for me to afford going for draw or play. The question was, am I willing to go to the major?
Mm-hmm.
Because with
Yeah.
two
If you hit a
majors
bomb,
down,
then you might, yeah, you can still surrender.
yeah. I took a long time to think about this, but then I
Mm-hmm.
said, okay, no. I have enough captains. Uh, and I also have this advantage that you forgot the D7.
Mm.
If that sergeant, well, assuming it is a sergeant,
Mm.
goes, the balance also does change a bit.
But my main concern is still, is it the major? Like, because I traded the non-majors.
Yeah, right. Mhm. Mhm.
Exactly. So now you move this, and I'm like, okay, now you're gonna put me into a 50-50, but you usually
Mm.
didn't. So, okay. So let's assume this is actually not the major. Yeah, things were getting complicated here.
It does seem complicated.
And
Yeah.
yeah, luckily.
Great.
And it's in that point I'm thinking, okay, that's I have a lot of three squares rules to consider. Uh,
Mm.
and I'm still thinking, okay, I'm expecting the flag to be on your right because all the good pieces were there.
Mm.
Except this piece moving, which was coming, I think it was from C3 or D3, something like this. So I'm thinking, okay, it could be a major, like it's fine.
Mm.
But it could also be a captain. At this point, everything was possible. And here, I think I made a mistake because you could force me to choose, and it
Yeah.
was a captain. So I
Oh,
go, and luckily it's a lieutenant.
I was
And at
not
this point,
expecting that to
Mhm.
be a captain, otherwise I wouldn't have pushed it.
So now you're thinking we're down two lieutenants?
Yep. No, now I checked,
Okay,
and
now,
now I think,
well,
oh,
oh,
now it's
right.
even.
but at this point, I'm thinking, okay, so now I can definitely lotto, especially due to the time.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, still fine with a draw because there
Mm-hmm.
was not enough time. So I just said, okay, let's block the lanes and see what
Yep.
happens
Yeah.
because
Spread the pieces. Yeah, right.
Yeah, especially spreading pieces is very important if the opponent has the
Mm-hmm.
highest piece.
yeah. Also, like as I stated, I mean, I'm making a small spoiler, but as I knew you had nothing to lose for this game, it was obvious my flag was bombed in, so I had to make a structure like a tripod or a
Yeah.
corner flag, and like it was obvious that you still had three minors, you had the major, so you could easily pass one. So yeah, I didn't want to risk too much.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a fair assumption and also a good strategy for this situation.
Mhm. Also, like having a draw is fun because for the next game you still are in the position like I have to try anything, and if I get a draw, I'm fine. I win the place in the final.
Mm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was the game I was the most looking at the clock, I think, because
Mm-hmm.
yeah, right at the
Mhm.
beginning,
Mhm.
it
Yeah.
was under
Well,
pressure, and yeah,
it's also interesting if you have a best of three or best of five series that sometimes even if you have a slight advantage, you just don't want to push it because you're ahead in the series, or you actually do want to push it because you were down in the series.
exactly.
It adds a very interesting dynamic to the game being played, if you ask
Hmm.
me.
Yeah.
So here my goal was just to switch the sergeant on the right side. So I was not expecting another lieutenant to be here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But actually, you were not letting me doing it so as I wanted to.
Imagine this being a minor, he just walks to the flag in the end instead of a major. Oh, well. There goes. I
So
imagine
here
a
I'm thinking,
mine.
okay, this is a captain. So if this is a captain, I'm still thinking, okay, so like it's 100% sure that the flag is on the right.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm not expecting a bomb at I1. Actually, it's a scout. Okay. I'm thinking also now, most likely, when people knows a bomb at B9, usually they load to A9.
Mhm.
So luckily you didn't.
No, not so into lottoing.
I imagine that the game is also getting closer to the draw
Yeah,
point, so
and I was okay
risking a
with the
major.
draw at this point.
I imagine so.
At least I found the last lieutenant, so my sergeants are now clear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Mhm.
very annoying.
Mhm. Are the sergeants gonna be annoying again?
They are always annoying.
No.
Their mere existence is.
If you look it up in the dictionary, the word annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, I didn't feel I could
Mhm. At this point,
do anything at this
yeah,
point. I should have.
I was gonna say, I think at this point, blue has too good of a position.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if you trade the other captain, then maybe, just maybe, but that's gonna be so hard.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea about the situation on the clock, but I imagine it's
I
near
think
its
20
end.
Yeah,
minutes
it's near
now,
its
or
end.
15. So now I have a choice to make. Luckily, I read correctly the major because it was still possible that you draft
Yeah.
all the
Mm-hmm.
time. And of course now you know my two
The
captains,
sergeant
and
is
so your
trapped.
lieutenant is free to. And so I'm thinking, well, if I go away, the sergeant is gonna die anyway. So let's try to go for I one. It's not a bomb, and yes, it's a bomb. Okay, so like okay, why do you put a bomb there? Like you had all the strong pieces. I really don't.
They have to stand
Somewhere.
somewhere. Yeah.
And yeah, now I'm also down a sergeant, so that's really not
Yeah.
comfortable.
Mhm. Yeah. If this is a game without, we're probably in some trouble right now
Yep.
because we are playing with time. And of course, if you were playing without time, you probably would try a few different things.
Hmm.
It's near its
The thing
end.
I'm considering is that I'm really thinking that F2 is a piece which is not a bomb, because then I really wouldn't understand the setup at all.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my guess at that point. And like, okay, I'm also thinking A4 is a bomb. It's not moved. So I knew now I found the last captain, so I can go with this piece. And I think you lotto, or you were to lotto. You
Does
didn't.
it look like it?
So yeah, I was afraid that you go for
Yeah.
A9. So
Mhm.
Should have.
let's escape.
Again, it's always easy in hindsight.
And at this point, I think the clock was in my favor, so I could afford lottoing,
Yeah.
Right.
and I was correct on this.
Mhm.
And I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna go for the flag because if it is not F1 or
Mm.
G1, I really don't understand. So minor.
Mhm.
Now it's a
Sergeant.
sergeant, so I'm thinking, okay, it's not a bomb, so that's really annoying. And it's a minor, so at least I take 4 minors, so that's comfortable. And there is a bomb, so
Yep. And
okay,
now
and I
you.
think, yeah, I
Yeah.
still draw.
Yeah, interesting.
So that means another match.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
all the pressure is on me on
Mhm.
the next
Mhm.
match because I
Mhm.
have to win
Yeah,
to
you have to
make.
win. Yeah, if you play another draw, then that's not
Yeah,
enough,
yeah.
right? So we will take a break and then we'll go to number three.
Yep.
Right,
We will be back.
So I
we
think
will.
I read also on the chat that they said it's really interesting if we do it all the
Yeah.
time to educate. I think the next one is definitely a game that there
Yeah,
is a
you
lot
have
to
to
learn.
stick around for the next one. Okay, we will be back. We are back
Very
again with last game of the day. Still Eagle versus me. And it's an all or nothing position for me.
Mhm.
I have to win this game to stay in the tournament, so to say.
And force tie breaks.
Yes,
Mhm.
exactly. And that was how my setup was planned.
Mhm. Mhm.
And yeah, Eagle, do you want to share anything about how
Yeah.
you?
So first of all, I was just reading the chat. So I was seeing someone was asking about the live streams and so on and the live tournaments. So yeah, that there are still many, I think, live tournaments around, like well, the World Championship in the Netherlands in August.
Yeah.
Um, and that yeah, the new site is really nice, and I think that they're very. I don't know how many players there used to be on Stratego.com, but there are still a lot of players still on this new site.
Right.
But apart of this, coming back to the game, yeah, so as you were in a all for nothing position, like, and you did an extremely aggressive opening in the previous game, I was like, okay, so how to prepare for this? Like, I'm fine with a draw, but she will push like there was no tomorrow. So I was forced to put bombed in flag, which, well, for all those who know me, is unusual. And I'm thinking, okay, so you are gonna push from a side, so I have to cover the side, and I will have a weaker center, and the flag in the center because the if you attack one side and you are better on that side, then you can easily take it. So I don't want to have many risk, and I have more of a defensive game.
Right, and I was expecting a bomb tin flag and in the middle actually. So that's what I was going to attack, and I wanted to attack it quickly. So
So
that's
as you can understand, things were not good for me right from the beginning.
no. Let's just play, and then people watch what we are talking about.
Let's find out.
Yes. Also, I was said I was blue this game. I wanted to be red for the even more aggressive start.
So,
Well, that is quite aggressive. Yeah.
unexpected.
Mhm.
So, and
Yes.
that's not good.
It doesn't get much more aggressive than this.
So as you can understand, things are definitely not good.
Mhm.
But it's so sad. I stop it right here. The plan was to push in the middle and to slow down on the sides, and you choose this side to push in, but this side was bombed off. So if you put your general in my setup, then it was
Yeah,
yeah, the game would end
yeah,
immediately.
you
But
don't
he
think, yeah,
scouted it,
yeah, I was
so
gonna say he
yeah.
did scout that
But
captain. Yeah.
this side was more open than this side,
Mhm.
so
That's unfortunate for
yeah, it
you.
was very unfortunate.
And
Okay,
this
Marshall
choice
then.
you
Mhm.
made was also difficult for me, because you lottoed behind the lake. I
Yes.
had a colonel of f3, and if you scouted, like, it was lost to general and the marshal, so I had to trade the marshals, and here I found
Mhm.
the colonel. So yeah,
Yeah.
and the bomb.
And
So yeah, nothing is going well at all.
And here I debated because my spy was right here and my major was right here. I debated if I wanted to hit this piece with my spy to scout it first or to move in my major. I decided to move in my major, but I probably shouldn't have done that because I was a major up. So That gave away my
Yeah.
advantage.
That was a great move
Yeah.
from me.
Yeah, I understand.
And yeah, the problem is that now you're coming with this piece. I don't know what it is.
I just wanted to clear all pieces in the middle, standing in front of the flag.
So I don't understand. So you wanted to keep this colonel at G4 just to avoid me coming with some other
Yeah,
pieces,
I
right?
wanted this kind of corridor to push miners in and
Yeah. And
go
at this
free of
point, I
shot.
have a colonel at D3.
Uh-huh.
So annoying.
It's time to move
We
him
should,
out.
yeah. So you find the bomb.
Uh-huh.
So things are not going well at all. And I'm forced to make some pressure.
Yeah, I should have gone
And
with
it's a
miner
major.
there.
So okay, it's not a minor, and now I'm happy because I have my colonel in the middle,
Yeah, and
and
I
I
thought
can
I
block.
made a I thought I made a mistake letting you go to the middle, but I don't think I could have done
Yeah.
anything else. I thought I made a wrong move, but I couldn't move, or I couldn't block your Colo from, yeah, getting to the middle. This was very annoying.
Yeah, it does slow down your attack.
Yeah,
And you
and
meant,
also my whole setup is based on
yeah,
pushing things to the
I was gonna
middle.
say you mentioned you bumped off the right side.
Yes.
Here I just want to trade the major, so you don't have anything to lotto with.
Yeah. Yeah, this was very annoying.
And at this point, the problem I have is that my major is completely on the right, and yeah, I have to find a way to bring it to the middle because you are making a path to attack on the right side,
Yeah.
and I don't have anything anymore to defend from there. So
Are you considering opening up the right side of the board at this point?
no, not yet because I'm still down. What was it? I'm still down a captain.
You have a
Uh,
captain.
and two scouts.
No,
So,
no.
and I'm gonna lose a
Oh
lieutenant
yeah,
there.
sure,
So
yeah. Okay.
yeah, here I
Time the captain up an
luckily read
advantage.
the bluff, and I still went there.
This
Yeah.
I also didn't like.
That piece is
So
not
at
a
this point,
major
I think
since it's not moving in.
yeah, I will try to bluff my d6 piece to be the major, so I can come with mine uh, in the middle, and you take with the major. So now I was thinking, okay, I can go in the middle
Mm.
with both colonels and major, and hopefully I can take a captain back.
Mm.
Well, I take
A
a
minor,
minor.
of course. What else?
Yeah, so it's time for me to lotto.
Yeah,
I
I
take a
didn't
silver
like
Hmm.
that
captain back.
at all.
But I don't know how you plat the bombs. Like the first game, you had all these bombs at the
Uh-huh.
beginning. So
Mhm.
I'm thinking it's more moving in the middle. So most likely you don't have bombs in the middle. And here I didn't want to trade, so I wanted to really block anything I could. Put my captain on the
Yes.
left, and just didn't want you to trade the colonels. And that was yeah, I was not very well positioned for it. Okay, so my colonel is again on the 3 squares first advantage, and I'm thinking, okay, let's lotto, and it
Uh-huh.
works. So
That's
4
actually
miners
very
down.
risky with your major.
Yeah, but at least, yeah, now it's more playable for me with
Yeah,
all this backup.
definitely.
Especially after eliminating two minors like that.
The problem is that you still have the captains to push, and yeah, I still don't want the colonels to be traded, as I'm blocking the middle where the flag is, so that's comfortable.
Mm.
And if you are coming with the last captain to trade, I can still put lieutenant with the Swift Quest rules and get the position at least. So here I'm bluffing because I'm thinking it's maybe scout. And I just want to be ready to find the next captain. So I think it was the spy.
Yeah, boy.
I'm sure you had great plans for that scout.
Of everything that happened this game, I hated that move.
So yeah, at this point, I'm thinking, okay, maybe you think I have a lieutenant here, so which is blocking on the left, and I think you brought the colonel to take it. And I find the captain, so that's fine.
Surprising. The sergeant.
Yeah, that sergeant.
So are you considering hitting pieces right now with your captain? On the left side?
No, not really. I was focused on
Defending.
defending
Okay.
and getting my minor
Okay.
somehow out of my.
And of course, there was a lieutenant.
Yeah, but it's still good for you because the numbers are going down.
Yeah.
The number of pieces.
The only problem I realize at this point is that you can still come with a minor in the middle. So I will have to sacrifice a piece. And well, find the second bomb.
Yeah. Here I thought I couldn't get that minor through, but.
And I was still afraid of c7 to be a sergeant.
Has to be somewhere.
And this one is annoying, so luckily it's a lieutenant, so I can trade. And I'm thinking, okay, well, there is a corner flag. I wouldn't have expected it, but let's go for it. And actually, it's a flag. So I didn't expect it.
Yeah.
Well, it was a very explosive start. Very aggressive, indeed.
Yeah. That Kodo in the middle was just my.
Yeah, the major. Yeah, the major that you lost there.
Oh yeah, that's flowing. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's those things. On the other hand, if you do sweep like 2 or 3 pieces there, then bring minors. Also,
It was a
yeah,
plan.
exactly. Yeah. If it worked out like that, you would have been victorious after, let's say, 100 moves. Wasn't the case.
Yeah.
So I'm sure at the beginning of the game you were quite worried when the Marshal and General came down the middle.
Yeah, so for the
Quite.
support, I had a colonel at d3, a colonel at f3. So you can
Yeah.
imagine, like the spy was at a2.
Yeah. Well, it's not too appealing. Let's put it like that. Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
on the other hand, I could also be a spy behind the lake, and then it was over
Yeah.
for me in 10
Yeah.
moves. So it's a big gamble.
Yeah. Well, you had to try something in this game,
Yeah.
and the question is, are you going all out from the beginning, or do you wait a little bit and then take a risk?
Yeah, no, waiting wasn't an option.
Clearly not. No.
but it's still funny because when I see it, I'm thinking, okay, so what if I had opened on the right side? Like, you didn't have much to defend. Oh, I mean,
On the right side.
yeah.
So.
Your left.
Yes. Uh huh. No, that's right. So
Well, it is an all-in strategy
yeah,
for a reason, I guess.
and it costs you time to
Mhm.
open, and then I'm already with my miners in the middle, I
Mhm.
guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
The-
H nine and I9 also are bombs, so it slows down a lot, I think.
mhm. Oh
So,
yeah. Okay, so I would still have to go a little bit from the middle, or with
Yeah.
a second miner, but it's
Yeah, right,
difficult.
right.
Yeah. Okay.
And second miner just costs time, and you have to have it on that side also.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I imagine if the second miner is standing on H1, then you don't have time for that.
Yeah.
No, so the sides of my setup are only for slowing down things
Mhm.
and giving me time to
To
push.
execute the
Yeah.
plan.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
But well, congrats on making it to the finals.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So we will see you versus winner,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and I will play Broken Clock in a
Indeed.
holder match
Indeed.
for the third place.
Mhm.
Yes.
So, do you have any predictions for the finals? I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah. Maybe you want to ask Eagle first what
Ah,
how he
hmm,
feels. Ah,
sure.
Um.
it's
hmm. Honestly, I would have preferred to play against Broken Clock because I've not been playing him for a long time, and he is one of the few players I never managed to defeat. So it would have been harder.
uh-huh.
But yeah, this year I'm really looking for some challenges. So it would have been a pleasure to play against him. As per winner, well, his style has definitely changed. I think he won. I mean, we got a draw in the last tournament, and I think he won one or two ranked game.
Mm-hmm.
So statistics are in his favor.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I think in a tournament, uh, compared to a ranked, we both play very differently. We will be also playing for a final, so like we don't want to lose. Um,
Obviously, yeah.
so we are definitely gonna. I mean, I don't think we are like gonna just lotto and see what happens, but we are really gonna be careful. And I think he knows some weaknesses I have, and
Mm-hmm.
I know some weaknesses he has. Uh, yeah, for example, in the last game we played, I had a read immediately on his Marshall and played all the game based on this, and it was annoying to him. On the other hand, he had the advantage of knowing how to attack very well and break the defense, and so in the end it went well for him. So it's gonna be close, and I think we will go at least 2-3 games. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
either
Sounds
of us
exciting to
will
me.
lose
Yeah.
games or
And perhaps time frames. Who knows?
Yeah. Don't forget special rules.
yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting these best of three dynamics.
Yeah,
It's
especially after the first game,
it's a different
assuming there's a decisive result, of
yeah,
course.
it's a different
Yeah.
aspect to the game.
Mhm.
And you also, or it's also a, how do you say, a mind game because you
Yeah, you
can
expect your opponent to be
exactly
more aggressive
yeah
or more defensive.
yeah you can play with that as well. It's also nice. Yeah, I'm very curious how
Me too.
rules will
Me
and
too.
what result we will see.